Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wanderlust Reports. This morning, arriving at Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, I'm feeling genuinely joyful, because I'm about to fly 12 hours to Paris in the comfort of Air France's business class. I've been making more and more flight reviews lately, but I really hope I'll always keep that same excitement each time I enter an airport. You know, some of the big flight reviewers seem a bit jaded after so many flights. But for me, they still feel special, and I hope it always will. As usual, Suvarnabhumi terminal is buzzing with people. Yet somehow, with that soaring ceiling above you, it never feels chaotic, just full of energy. Great, my plane seems to be on time. Let's head to Zone R for check-in. Normally, when I fly economy or premium economy, I'd stop by one of these machines to print my luggage tags. But today, I'm flying business, so I'll be a little lazy and let the staff do all the work for me. That went lightning fast, and the Sky Priority staff member was extremely polite and wonderfully efficient. Now, let's head to security control and customs. But for once, I get to skip this famous escalator of tears. You know, that spot where couples, whether newly in love or long together, part ways with tears in their eyes. Nope, not this time. I'm taking the fast route. Over on the far right side of the terminal is the fast track security, for passengers who are, let's say, just a little more privileged today. And fast track it was, less than 5 minutes for both security screening and passport control. Looks like I've got plenty of time before boarding. So why not do a little shopping first, before we make our way to the lounge? Most of the lounges are down on the lower floor, so let's make our way there now and check the Air France one out. This is the Eva Air Lounge, also accessible to passengers flying on Star Alliance flights. And here's the Air France one. The lounge was quite crowded, so I mostly kept the camera down and managed to find an isolated place at the back of it. I really don't like to bother anyone by filming in a space that's meant for people to relax. Anyway, the lounge might not wow you with its design, but it does make up for it with a generous selection of food and drinks, everything from hot dishes to cold treats. I didn't have much in the lounge, had to save a little room for the lunch waiting for me on the plane. And even though it wasn't immediately available, a lovely lounge staff member offered to prepare me a nice Thai tea. For those who want to freshen up before the flight, the lounge has shower rooms available. After spending about an hour in the lounge, it was time to head to the gate. And there she was, gleaming on the tarmac, our beautiful A350-900, ready to take us on our journey. And as always, Sky Priority made everything fast and hassle-free. Boarding couldn't have been smoother. Here's my seat, 3L. In this 292-seat version of the A350-900, there are 48 business class seats. It's the new cabin, introduced in 2023. I'm sitting in 3L at the right of this one-to-one configuration. There are 3 toilets reserved for the business class cabin, which works out to 1 for every 16 passengers. In addition, in the galley between the 2 sections of the cabin, there are 2 spots where you can help yourself to drinks or snacks throughout the flight. I can keep all my devices charged throughout the flight, thanks to these 2 USB ports and the induction charging pad right here. There's also a universal power socket here, perfect if I want to charge my laptop during the flight.
Mesdames, Messieurs, bienvenue à bord d'Air France sur cet Airbus.
I can't really say how good the noise-cancelling headphones are, since I brought my own. Still, it's always nice to see them offered on board. This detachable pad allows me to do quite a lot right from my seat. For example, it can light up the Air France logo, a nice little touch, and also the lights above. It also provides information about the flight in several different languages. With one touch of this button, the large 20-inch screen automatically swings out to face you. You're provided with elegant slippers, perfect if you want to go to the restroom without putting your shoes back on. Since this summer, Air France has been offering mattress toppers made in partnership with Sofitel My Bed. The crew actually recommends putting it on right at the start of the flight, so your seat feels softer even when it's not fully flat. And honestly, they're right. It's thick enough to make sleeping really comfortable, and still great when I'm just sitting upright. You're also provided with a soft and warm blanket. And a large and fluffy pillow. The headrest folds in 3 parts. You can adjust its height, and what's really nice, you can even adjust its depth for extra comfort. One push on this button, and out comes this huge table, really practical for both dining and working during the flight. It's really sturdy. And finally, the armrest. You can raise or lower it to exactly the height you want. As we get close to departure, we are offered a choice between champagne and orange juice. I'll save the champagne for later. It's also the time for the crew to provide us with hot scented towels. Now let's check the food menu for the flight. Naturally, the menu is in French first, but for you I'll focus only on the English pages here. Air France says they offer prestigious wines. To be honest, the wines on the menu are good, but I wouldn't call them truly prestigious. I'll show you the retail prices for each bottle here in France. As we begin our pushback, the safety video starts, and I have to say, it's still one of the best I've seen in the skies.
Madame, monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité. Merci de nous accorder votre attention.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
Chaque fois que ce signal est allumé, nous vous prions d'attacher votre ceinture.
Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Et la boucle.
Quand l'eau vive d'un ruisseau et qu'il laisse derrière elle des milliers.
Like on most long-haul Air France flights, the safety video is followed by the airline's own advertising. And I have to say, I think it's just as well made as the safety video itself.
Que font sans cesse les hommes? Je suis seul à la table. Que raison sous mes doigts? Les feuilles de l'automne contre le ciel moins bleu et ton absence leur donne la couleur de tes cheveux.
It's time for takeoff. Let's see what the in-flight entertainment system has to offer. Will it be as rich as the one I showed you on my previous KLM flight? First up, there's a selection of over 250 films, plenty to keep anyone entertained on this long 12-hour flight. There are movies available in 10 different languages. And the films are spread across 12 different genres, so there's something for every mood or taste. There are also 26 different TV series, a lot of documentaries, and comedy shows, but most of them in French. It's as rich on the music side. I really like how much the in-flight entertainment selection has grown. This wellness section, for example, is a great addition. It features short meditation sessions as well as a whole range of yoga exercises you can do in the air. This short film was actually really helpful. It showed me how to set up the mattress pad and that I could keep it on for the whole flight. Naturally, with such a comprehensive in-flight entertainment system, Air France also offers an excellent flight information display with an interactive map. As you can see here, right after takeoff, we first headed north instead of west. The captain explained that there were major GPS disruptions over southern Myanmar, so it was safer to fly to the north of Thailand before turning west. So we flew right above Chiang Mai. A little side note about our great captain on this flight. I had a quick chat with him, and it turns out he has his own YouTube channel, The Eye in the Cloud. He shares amazing videos from his flight on the A350, like this one, taken during takeoff in Papeete. If you love flying above the clouds as much as I do, go check out his channel, and why not, give him a subscribe. Lunch is coming up soon, and first, a few appetizers. And yes, this time, I've got champagne. Beef bresaola with green asparagus and pistachio cream. After laying a large cotton tablecloth on my tray table, the flight attendant brought me a tray with the starters. I decided to try the white chablis, and it turned out to be an excellent choice. A good sprinkle of pepper, 2 pieces of fresh bread, and we're all set. I'll also try the red Côte du Rhône, following the flight attendant's suggestion. Potato and chestnut quenelle, coffee marinated salmon roes. Both were delicious, and I was happy I'd skipped most of the food in the lounge to keep my appetite sharp for this excellent meal. And what's great is that they serve it with proper steel cutlery. For my main course, I had grilled sea bass with Duchess potatoes and roasted zucchini, served with a rich and tasty mushroom sauce to pour on top. The cheese was great too, especially the blue cheese, which paired beautifully with the red Côte du Rhône. The dessert, a triple chocolate cake, wasn't really my thing. I'm just not a fan of chocolate cakes. To finish my meal, my amazing flight attendant was kind enough to go into the economy cabin to get me this awesome pear liqueur that I always ask for on long-haul Air France flight and which for some reason is unavailable in business. They always say, don't drink alcohol on planes. Well, after a glass of champagne, a glass of Chablis, a glass of Côte du Rhône, and not one, but 2 pear liqueurs, it was clearly nap time for me. So now you can see how we fit the mattress pad on the seat, and I'm getting myself ready for a lie flat bed. So let's close the door, dim the light, and switch off the screen. It's nap time. But before that, there's one thing I forgot to show you, the amenity kit. Let's see what's inside. To be honest, not very impressive, Air France. I have to say that's pretty impressive. If you've seen my Paris to Bangkok flight report on KLM, you know I rarely manage to sleep much on a plane, even overnight. Yet here, in broad daylight, I slept for at least 2 hours. A true testament to how comfortable this Air France business class seat is. Time for me to watch a movie. But first, a little stop at the pit. Let's pay a visit to the loo. Even after 5 hours in the air, the toilets are still spotless. The snack selection in the galley is quite impressive, beautifully presented and regularly replenished throughout the flight. An hour and a half before landing, the second meal is served, all on one tray this time. Grilled chicken breast in red wine sauce with garlic mashed potatoes, sautéed mushrooms and baby carrots. The dessert is caramelized apple with raisins and red berry compote. Another good meal. The chicken was very tender, and the red wine sauce, although a bit gelatinous, was quite tasty. There are quite a few other planes on the same route. It's fun to try and spot which airline they belong to. But they're all too far away to make out. Even that Queen of the Sky, the 747, there aren't many airlines flying it these days. Maybe Lufthansa, or a cargo airline. This is the aircraft's last turn above the clouds as it aligns with the runways at Charles de Gaulle's airport.
Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. It is 7:20 local time. Arrival is located in Terminal 2E. You may now deactivate flight mode. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the illuminated sign has been switched off. And be careful when opening the overhead compartments as items may fall out. We thank you for flying with Air France. Air France and its KT partners wish you a pleasant evening and an excellent onward journey if you are connecting to another flight.
Our flight touched down at the gate at 7:18 p.m., only 14 minutes behind schedule after the detour over southern Myanmar. The total flight time was 12 hours and 19 minutes. All in all, this was an almost perfect flight. The lie flight seat was extraordinarily comfy, the in-flight entertainment was excellent, the food and service were top-notch, and the crew and captain were simply amazing. The only small downside? The amenity bag felt a bit cheap. With all that, I'd give this flight 18.3 out of 20. Highly recommended if you can afford the price of a business ticket.